That gives me Hello, everybody. We're back. I'm really tired. Announcements before we begin. We have a link tree. We can find all of our stuff. That's Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Facebook. Even though Facebook's a hellhole, I don't know why I keep using it. And we have a Tiltify where we raise money for Color of Change. Yay. It's a really great charity, so support it if you can. Anyone want to talk about anything? Any life announcements from anybody? No? Okay. Cool.
I'm alive.
That's perfect.
And sitting up
that's
and on video. That's exciting.
That's a good announcement. All right. Rose will be joining us again in a couple weeks. So, yay. Last we left off, the party fought Pit. Reanimated Wax Pit, and it went pretty well.
Super well.
Pit is no more. The fuck else did you guys do? I don't remember. I'm so, like, not there mentally right now. Hung out.
Visited some hags.
Visited some old ladies, some hags. Had some breakfast with them. Fell asleep after eating their food. Woke up in a forest near a flesh tree. Pulled yourselves out of the flesh tree. Dug around in the flesh tree. Found a chest made of flesh, and inside the chest were some gross magic items made from organs. And also pulled a Tiefling out of the chest, which is cool. The hags wandered off into the forest. One went east, one went north, one went west. No one went south. And that's what we're going to pick up, I suppose. Standing in this forested clearing around this weird flesh tree, you all having aided in the birthing of a Tiefling out of said tree. Blah, blah, blah. There we are.
All right, so introductions maybe should be where we start.
Yes.
Fry is just yeeting out pieces of chunks. They're trying to get some chunks of blood off their armor. Just like, hey, Fry. I was in there. I don't know why I was in there. I'm just assuming I'm dead. I don't know who any of you are.
Well, you're certainly not dead. How long were you in there? Did you come to this domain? Or did you come... What the hell happened?
Well, what domain am I in exactly? What do you mean?
You're in... I have a problem pronouncing this word.
Dementulu.
Dementulu, yeah. The Masquerade? Any bells?
Yeah, that's a negative there, bud. You're sure you are 100% certain that I'm not dead, right? Like this, right? You're not.
I suppose, but
I mean,
for you. I'll backhand it.
Okay, it hurts.
Okay, and Fry just kind of like, you see them. So I'll describe them. So they I haven't colored in their pants yet, but this is what you see. You see this wonderful tiefling standing in front of you. They have red eyes and brown hair, and they have horns that go like up, like not like the curvy back horns, but more just like half curved up. They also have little ones that kind of protrude out slightly. Their armor that you can see now that like Fry's starting to like get chunks of the blood off, it is very jagged on like the breastplate, as you can see, and along they have like these like gauntlets on the side, very much to like protect them. And it looks like there are like scratches on the very front of it, not necessarily from getting like in some like heated battle, but it looks like something was getting almost like like, you know, like you buff something out. It looks like something was like buffed off of it on like the chest plate and also on the gauntlets. And there's like the blue tunic, and like you can see it's a little bit worn. And they just kind of like raise their hands toward themselves, and they're just kind of like, so if I'm not dead, are you or is one of y'all gonna try to kick my ass? What's going on here? I'm not used to a warm welcome.
Well, my name is Madeliene Bell, and I'll kind of shake off the grime and press the digitation to clean, and just put a hand out to shake.
Right, just kind of like puts a hand down and just kind of is just like very cautiously shakes it. They're just like, this isn't right. So okay, Madeliene, you, Mr. Old Man.
Oh, it's still in armor,
You
like the helmet up and everything.
your robot friend. Hello? Knocks on the side of it.
You hear snoring
That's
from
the
inside of it.
professor.
He's sleeping. I'm Eliott Humble.
Thank you for the puff from your whatever that was.
Okay. Yes. That's Thalia.
I am like Thalia, and you're like covered in a lot of gunk. It's kind of gross. I don't remember.
Do you mind if I just fix that a little for you? It is disgusting.
I'm
I
Raphael. Hello, I'm here too.
Good, nice to meet you. You are 100%. You're not here to fight me. You're not here. This is weird.
No.
No, not fighting. No.
Oh, we could use some help. We are
Yes.
absconded
help
by
we can
some
get, really.
hags. Some vile women stuck us to this tree. Are any of these yours? And he's gonna pull out the stitched stomach backpack haversack.
Right.
None of them are yours.
Is this yours?
None of them are yours, Fry.
Not mine. Just this bad boy. And they just like give a smack on top of the dead head that's like
That has,
across their
Yeah,
body.
it has like the zipper on top of the scalp that opens up
Oh,
the
that
bag
one.
of devouring. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Friend of yours?
Ex-friend. Call him Jerry.
I work
Right
with a
then.
Jerry.
Well,
Well, he's kind of weird, but he's cool. He invited me to
Don't
an
stick your
orgy.
hand in it.
What's-
That Jerry!
Try not to.
and
What
is your name?
Oh, Fry.
That's it. Fry.
That's-
We have Fry and Farnsworth.
Wah?
Elliott's gonna walk up and knock the helmet. Or
Wah? Yes?
you
What do you want?
pull your thing up.
What?
Fry, Professor Fry.
Oh my god, it's an old dude.
It is indeed.
You get used to him.
Mhm.
How was he not dead?
He's
Clink, clink.
yeah.
You know, no, fair enough.
So
Go ahead, Madeline. Sorry.
here's the thing. This happens to be on my home plane, and there's some, shall we say, fucked up shit happening here. A lot of the people seem to be replaced by wax figures. Terribly unpleasant. Now, we could just toss you off to the domain that you came from, but proposition, if you will. If you're up for some adventure, we're trying to stop something from taking over this plane. You in?
Does it involve fighting?
Probably,
Yes.
yes.
I mean, let's go, buddy boy. Shoot me in that direction. Come on. This is what I do.
Okay, well, we have to get out of these woods before we can do all
Yes.
that. We
Speaking
have
of
3 directions we can go. Yes.
Yeah, we got north. No, wrong voice. We have north, east, southwest.
Right.
Professor, you're the educated one. You're an intellectual. What, if you were to pick a direction to go, which way would you go?
I don't know creepy forests.
Well, you know wily old women who tie people up to trees, so your opinion of what direction they would go.
No, I do not. I do not know old women.
Eliott, you have glasses. Pick a direction.
He kind of shifts him a bit.
Use your bifocals.
Question.
Yeah.
We have the map, the domain. Is that the full map? Like, then the mists commence around the outside? Or is there... Okay. So, based on this map that we have, and the fact that I've lived here my whole life, do I know where there might be a big-ass forest? And a direction that we can even maybe start
There's a
to
forest to the north on the map, but it doesn't look like it's as
Yeah.
big as this one. So,
head?
you have no idea where you are.
That's so weird. Okay. Well, eventually we're either going to hit a city or we're going to hit the fog. Or the mists, rather. So... Toss a coin?
Let's go west. Let's go east. Keep it simple.
Yes, it is.
Does it matter if we hit mist or city?
Well, the mists will kill you. So yes. Well, they'll kill you. Anyway. The mists will kill you. We'd prefer to be in a city. Do you not know about the mists?
I got birthed from a tree.
Oh, so you
I'm
actually born in that tree. You weren't, like, eaten from it and then...
This is not my domain. I'm from Zrecia. It's different kind of place. It's a different kind of place.
But you don't have the mists there.
You do.
There is. You know what? Here's the thing. As you can see, I am very beefy. I am not very brainy. So,
Great.
excuse me if
Great. So you're the type
west
to
is-
run around and touch things.
I mean, if touching means punching them in the face, I mean, yeah, that's what I get paid to do.
But you are getting paid, so
Yeah, we're going to a masquerade. That's the payment.
Big party, lots of food,
Oh,
drinks.
You don't have
Wait,
an
wait,
outfit.
wait,
You
wait,
don't
wait,
have
wait,
a
wait.
costume.
yeah, do they need an outfit?
Yes.
Wait. There's just gonna be like food and like drinks,
Yeah.
just we can just have them.
Yeah.
That is how the masquerade does, yes.
Okay, I want in on this place. That seems like a fever dream to me.
Right, well, first we have to get out of this creepy forest thing.
And then gets you a
That we are
costume.
I can't bring Jerry and this. This ain't good enough.
No. Everyone else is wearing masquerade costumes.
Okay.
Oh, Elliott's gonna take his off to reveal his face. Right.
Yeah.
Ah,
Ta-da!
So what?
Oh.
So what direction are we going?
East. Let's go east.
East. You all can
Feeling
blame this
inclined.
on Eliott. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. You follow the eastern path where one of the hags went.
Professor Milton Bradley has his potted plant out. That's
Okay,
like
got the finger in it.
Is it a finger? It's a finger.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me.
His name is Phil.
That reminds
Phil
me.
the finger.
Did Eliott
Phil is
Phalange.
short for phalange.
Yeah, phalange.
did Eliott roll on the trinket table?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think Fry did though. Fry, roll me a D100.
Wait, did I? Yeah, it's the wait,
Did you?
let me look. It would be in our Discord chat.
But yeah, so the professor is holding Phil out in front of him and is taking notes on if it twitches and what direction it might
Okay.
twitch.
You hear a weird
Yes, I did.
disembodied voice up in the trees that says, "Pull my finger." But nothing around. D100, Fry.
If I roll the 20 and then I rolled a 0 on my percentile dice, that's 20, right?
Huh?
Yes.
Yes. 20. I rolled a 20.
Okay. I'm sending you what your trinket is.
East.
Yep.
Can Eliott try to get a glean, like walk next to the professor, but try to glean what the hell is going on with this pot? Because he's a medical professional,
Mm-hmm.
MD, and he knows he's proficient in herbalism kits, so he knows a bit about plants and he's with alchemy and such. So if this looks like a finger,
Oh, it's
like
100% a finger.
just like a humanoid finger.
Yeah, it looks like a finger that's taken root in the pot.
Eliott.
My hands won't stop shaking.
As the others are kind of moving forward a bit, Elliot's gonna kind of lean a little bit closer to the professor. I'm
Wow.
interested. What's with the potted finger?
Oh, Phil?
Phil. It has a
Yes.
name.
Oh, yes.
It was their name Phil before?
It was a gift from a colleague at the university.
Can I touch it?
Oh, why, yes, of course. Most of them were, well, dabbled in the flesh and creating things from bodies.
Raphael kind of just takes a wide berth.
It's gonna poke the tip, like tip to tip.
Touching tips. It is
Touching
surprisingly warm for a disembodied finger.
Can he kind of like flick a little bit? See if it he wants to see if it like has like a finger reaction.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Like he's gonna try to hook his finger like this. He's gonna try to
Yeah.
do this with it.
It does.
Does it hook?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, okay. I'm freaked out by
Just
that.
go- just
Elliot
goes,
would not
"Oh,
be.
hello, friend."
Hello. He's talking.
You'll find
No.
Oh.
You'll find he is quite, he's quite spry. I do
So-
Oh,
water
God.
him.
I'm confused, Professor.
Yes.
I haven't never seen or heard about. Will it grow another? Will it grow something or somebody?
Well, I don't know. It was a gift.
Have you watered
merely-
it?
Yes, I do not know if that does anything for it, but
Elliot's gonna take a scalpel and he's gonna reach into his bag and slice a bit of his finger off. He's gonna slice a bit of his finger, the tip of his finger.
Your own finger?
He's not
just
gonna cut it
cutting
off.
it.
No, he's gonna slit. He's gonna do like a little
can cut his
like almost like
finger.
a pierce.
Yeah.
Like he just wants to draw a little bit of his magic blood.
just
Oh,
a weird
okay.
thing,
He just chops his finger
Just
off.
cutting my finger off.
Plant this one. It's a garden.
Okay, so yeah, that like silver shimmering kind of
Yeah.
fluid that's inside of you comes out, and what are you doing with
He's
it?
gonna try. He's gonna like drop it into into the earth
Okay.
because he's magic. He's innately
Okay.
magical. So
Yeah,
it's like
it absorbs like, as water would in soil.
Okay.
The finger kind of just goes like this into the soil. Like it's
buries
like
itself.
like it's tickling like it's
Oh.
like it's doing coochie coo to the soil like
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, like that. It's just like long strokes into the soil.
Good God.
Are you letting it have light? I imagine. Does it? I guess you really don't know.
Is that what you're supposed to do? I kept it under the desk.
Maybe you should let it breathe a little bit. Maybe that might help it.
If you're lonely, you could put it on a stool.
Well, it's out now, so
Oh, if you're, are you holding it? Is he holding it, or is
I'm holding it out. Yeah.
Does he see still in
holding
his...
it out in front of him?
Okay, but is he in his gear still?
Yeah.
So it's like, is it actually his arms, or is it the robot arms?
Oh, it's the robot arms.
Okay.
It's the armor arms.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
more specific.
I say
it's the
robot,
armor.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Just
The gauntlets.
Professor Milton Bradley's just the Doom Slayer.
Yeah, mate. Let's just let it breathe a little bit. Let's I have some ideas if you want to bounce around a couple possibilities, especially if they were dealing within.
Are you saying you have experiments you would like to run on it?
Well, it's part of what I do. Yes, what I was
Oh,
made
yes.
for.
That sounds fun. I have not thought about that. Never really was as intrigued as I am with the metallurgical things, and most recently the soul dynamics. But why not?
Meh.
He's gonna look at Thalia.
What?
Was that you?
No. Meh. You hear another bleat. And after your walk, Oi, Dilton! Don't eat me pants! And you come to a
Look
clearing
around.
and see a
Okay.
large circular fence filled with a plethora of sheep with extremely fluffy pink wool. Standing in the middle of the clearing is a bright blue goblin in a straw hat, pink woolly overalls, and chewing on a carrot. Turns as you all enter the clearing. Hello, friends! You must be the
Hello.
farmhands the grandmothers promised me.
Oh.
I suppose we are.
Motions for you to approach the fence.
Eliott will approach.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I agree to this?
Come, come, friends.
Mm-hmm.
What
And you can
exactly
see-
Helmet bag
do
up.
You can see his eyes kind of like point in like this to different directions.
Cow-eyed.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
I just need help counting all my asshole sheep. It's easy. They're all called Dilton.
That makes it incredibly harder.
He smiles wide, moves the carrot around in his mouth like he's chewing on a piece of straw. Hop into the paddock and start counting.
All right, he's gonna drop the physician's bag, and he's gonna just one-handed hop over the
Mhm.
fence.
Okay. Hopping into the paddock, because you're the first one to do so, the numerous sheep turn to look at you, and as soon as they turn to look at you, a sense of unease just washes over you. Each shape has the face of an extremely decrepit old man, and they all go, meh.
What were the names again?
Dilton! There's a bucket of
Dilton.
pickles over there. They love pickles.
How is that relevant to counting? Okay,
It'll help you
He's
get
gonna
them
get-
closer.
he's gonna kind of move past. Are they surrounding Eliott, or are they kind of
Yeah.
keeping?
Yeah, they're all just
Okay. He's going to move past and pick up the
like, one of them.
bucket.
You feel like a tugging on your clothes, and one of them is like old man gumming on your shirt. No teeth. Just
Can he? He's gonna
Can I eat
pop it like
pickles?
in the mouth. Like pop.
Okay.
Not enough to hurt it,
Let's
just
go.
enough to patient. And he's gonna pick up the bucket of pickles.
Okay.
He's gonna grab one.
Okay.
And he's gonna offer it to one.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, thank God for the advantage. That's a 16.
All right. It eats the pickle, and it kind of like old man / horse. When you feed a horse something, it like slobbers all over your hand, and it's definitely just like you're getting your hand licked by an old dude.
Could you explain how an old man without any teeth eats a pickle?
Wears it down with the gums. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice gummy crunch to it.
and then you hear a and then as it keeps gumming, roll me a d10 and that'll determine how many sheep you can count on your turn.
7.
7. You can count 7 sheep. Anybody else doing anything?
So you said there's like a fence around the...
Yeah, and Eliott hopped over the
paddock?
fence, and all the sheep are kind of swarming him because he picked up the pickles.
Can I
This is a
climb
Ravenloft
up?
campaign.
Side quests is the thing. I'm gonna hop up onto the fence and just like...
Okay, the sheep turn
Is
to
there
you
like
now.
a taller pole? Yeah, I just want to see... I don't know. Look at the area to try to gauge like if there are 10 feet in this like or 10 sheep in like 10 feet square or something. Can I like approximate?
Weirdly, no.
Okay.
It's kind of like they all merge together. And the only way Eliott's able to count them is because Eliott's like right in there and they're all swarming Eliott and just munching on the pickle that he's given them.
So essentially, can we imagine? Is it more like 7 of them have gathered to that one pickle, or?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna. Can he toss Madeliene a pickle?
Okay, Madeliene, make a sleight of hand check to grab the pickle out of the air.
Okay. D&D Beyond, do what I need. No.
What'd you get?
It lands
Nice.
on me and they swarm.
All right.
Was it a nat 1?
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, the pickle just like hits you in the forehead.
She's like, what?
Oh, God.
Yeah, the pickle hits you in the forehead and kind of lands in your hands. And you get like this briny like little mark on your forehead, and a couple of sheep are wandering over to you now. Meh.
I will try to hold it out of their reach, I guess.
Okay, animal handling check. With advantage because you have a pickle. This won't be with advantage because you're technically not feeding them the pickle. You're holding it out of the reach.
Yeah.
Just a straight animal handling check.
That's a 9.
Okay. One of them leaps in the air and headbutts you.
God damn it!
You take 4 bludgeoning damage,
Oh my god!
and you're knocked prone off the fence backwards. Just poof. They want to eat the pickles. You can't tease them with the pickle.
Oh, God, I hate agriculture. I'm just not built for this. I'll stand at the fence and
Okay.
opt for the pickle and try to count them.
Okay, another animal handling check with advantage since you're offering the pickle.
19.
19. Okay. Roll a d10.
Oh, God. That is a 5.
Okay, you count 5 sheep. Anybody else doing anything? You gotta count all the sheep. I have a number for how many sheep are here, so this is gonna keep going until all the sheep are counted.
Alright, yeah. Professor will get down in there.
Alright, you hop the fence. You
You know, these little bastards are just gonna keep moving. We should separate them. It will make them easier to count.
Meh.
And he's gonna walk over to Eliott, who has the bucket of pickles.
Okay.
Give me a pickle.
Professor, they kind of look like you. And he's gonna
They
offer
kinda
Professor-
do.
He's gonna offer it to the visor.
Okay.
He's gonna grab.
Oh, I thought you wanted one. My apologies. Here, you use that.
Well, just make sure you know how to count. All right.
I have 7.
All right. And he's gonna head off in like an opposite direction.
Okay.
Just kind of like a clank on his armor and go, "Come on now."
Meh.
Bing, 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 bing.
All right. A mass of them follow. Do you feel-
And
yeah.
yeah, he's gonna offer it and try to count some while they're.
Animal handling check with advantage.
Oh boy, this might not go well. Not bad. 12.
12 fails by 1.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
One of them headbutts you in the knee. For
Oh.
one damage.
Oh.
And you kind of stumble backwards. Meh.
Little bastards.
Meh.
I call over. I told you agriculture is terrible.
Nope. No pickle for you. I will eat your pickle.
Doesn't
And he's
taste
just
good.
Like, no, he's like, he'll like bite into it, chop it up, or like chomp it up, and then just go spit it back out at him.
Okay. The sheep kind of swarm and start eating chewed up pickle.
Great. I'm gonna count them while
Yeah,
they do
roll
that.
d10.
7.
Okay, you had 7 sheep come over to you.
19.
All right. Fry, are you doing anything?
I just met these people, and now one of them is spewing up half-eaten pickle, counting sheep. Fry is just like, what the fuck? Fry's just gonna try to just be like, okay, yeah, this is fine. Just gonna try and get a pickle and just try to do what the fuck they're doing.
Okay, you hop into the paddock and you go over to
I'm
Eliott.
so confused.
Grab a pickle out of the
Lord
bucket.
Fry, don't be a square. Get a pickle.
Raphael is just sitting on the other side of the paddock. Like, I'm not coming in. That is weird. Thalia just leaps over and it's like, children.
Yeah, she would.
So, Fry, you grab a pickle from Eliott. Some of the sheep start swarming towards you.
Gonna kind of kneel down and just be like, here's pickle, guys.
Animal handling check with advantage.
Flat rolls. 14.
14. Roll a d10.
That is a d12. Where the fuck are you? You little bitch. 4.
Tor, you count 4 sheep. Alright. Thalia is going to grab a pickle now. Children! And then animal handling check with advantage. Proficient in animal handling, but also bard. So natural 20 for a 22.
Oh my god.
Then
The sheep whisperer.
that's a 3. Counts 3 sheep. Alright, there's still...
I imagine she's just too busy cuddling them, you know?
Yeah,
like
just-
just getting in there and like fluffing their fur.
You look like the professor.
Literally.
That'll come back to the we'll say that's back to the top with Eliott, because Eliott was the first one who did something, so...
Okay. How many more pickles does he have?
The bucket is... Looks like
It's
the
like
bucket
full?
isn't emptying.
Oh.
It's like refilling.
Okay, he's going to slip past
Gross.
the. Okay, look, I would love a never-ending barrel
Mom.
of pickles.
Yeah.
I mean, and so would every pregnant woman.
Honestly.
too.
He's gonna try to slip past the other ones, so that the ones that the 7 he's already counted, he's gonna try to slip past them, and he is going to kind of whistle, and he's going to just turn the bucket over, just like right in the center between
Okay.
where
Just-
everybody else went. He's
okay.
gonna try
You
to.
dump all the pickles out, and it's about 150 pickles. They just go.
Oh god, that's like a mini mound over there.
Animal handling check with advantage.
Ooh. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, I missed it by 1. Wow, 12.
This is more like the sheep are stampeding for the pickles.
Okay.
That makes sense. Oh man, that works.
So you take, we'll say this is a big swarm of sheep just plow into you, and you take 5 bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone. But
Ah!
as you look up from like the mud, I'll let you count because of the dumping out the pickles.
Okay. D10.
Yep.
Another 7.
Okay.
30. Fuck, 32? No, 31.
Okay.
I think
So
that's what we're at.
this isn't hard. There's 2 sheep left.
33.
35
Elliott's
total.
he's gonna jump up. Kind of dust himself off a bit.
All right. So who will count?
He's gonna
it?
nab like 3 pickles, seeing the professor ate some.
Before you do, as you reach out and
Oh.
grab the pickles, who all counted? It was Madeliene, Fry, Professor Thalia, Eliott. You all begin to feel a little sleepy from counting
Oh my
sheep.
God damn it.
Man. Oh, we
No.
should have known better. God damn it.
Oh, I love that! Oh my god!
I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw unless you're immune to magic putting you asleep, which I don't think anybody is. So wisdom saves everybody.
But this is a magical effect.
correct.
Okay.
Please don't fuck me up. Oh my god, of course you did.
Talia got a 16.
Fucking hell.
18.
DC,
18.
DC 17.
9.
Okay,
Oh no.
Wait, I don't have to sleep though.
I understand.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's forcing me to go.
So you just watch
Got it.
Eliott as like the sheep stampede over Eliott. Eliott just doesn't wake up.
He just lays. He's dead.
Elliott's just laying there prone, and the goblin goes, "Oh, okay, thanks for counting.
Now what?
You
Well,
helped with
Professor.
one of the trials. Thanks for your help." And he then just disappears, leaving behind 1 potion of healing. So he leaves behind as many potions of healing for each unconscious person. So there's 1 potion of healing that just appears where he teleports off to. Just
Huh.
and Elliott's just laying face down in the sheep paddock.
I'm
His
gonna
eyes
and,
look
wide
and,
open.
and all
through
the sheep,
sheet.
all the sheep also disappear.
Oh,
Oh.
Eliott, are you dead?
Yeah, I'll
Does-
kneel down and
Eliott
shake.
doesn't wake up.
Ah. Bother.
You
I'll
know,
pick up the
he-
healing potion.
Okay.
You know, he's a physician. I'm not trained in figuring this out, but and he's gonna like try to like look into his eye a bit, like open his mouth, pull on his tongue, and like the old timey ways of like figuring out if someone's alive.
No tongue, I don't think.
I mean, he would, yeah, because he has to be able to
Oh,
speak,
true.
right?
Maybe.
But his
Um,
eyes are just vacant.
Yeah.
They're. It's like looking into like a sea of
Doll's eyes.
bright turquoise.
Oh.
But Eliott, after about a couple of minutes, sits upright.
You're alright.
And I need to add something to my notes.
He's gonna like press the middle of his forehead and push up his glasses a bit. Yes, and he'll stand up and dust himself off. I think this is weird.
Also, you hear a voice say, "1 trial down, 3 to go.
What are these trials?
None of your business."
Well, no, it is kind of your business because you need to do them to get out with us.
Figure them out yourself.
The next thing that we come upon, you could punch, whatever it is.
Please don't.
You don't
Okay.
have to do that.
Okay, wait. I have a question. What exactly happened to y'all that you found me in the tree?
We ate some pies, and then we woke up around a tree. There are some old women that are looking for us to do some activities to gain a boon of sorts, namely tickets to the party that we mentioned. So, I suppose we went east last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to go north and
Oh,
west. to
For
get to
mention,
the
as
next
soon
one,
as
I think.
everything disappears, you're back in that clearing with the tree.
Oh.
And the path to the east
Convenient.
has grown over with like brambles and stuff.
Well, at least this one has directions. The last one didn't. That was a bother. Anyway, shall we north?
I'm not.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you'll pull out Phil, see if he twitches one way or the other.
Nope.
How
I'm just gonna
about?
put a lit cigarette in his mouth.
Did you say north?
So there's a
Eliott?
wind blows and the cigarette goes out.
Okay. Well, it doesn't need to be lit anyway, and I'll just keep it there.
No fires in the forest.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Oh shit, that's the next trial. Fight some bear.
God. No, fight Betty White. Seriously.
Oh.
North then. Off we go. To the north.
Okay. After about an hour walking north,
This is taking much longer than the other one.
Well, you're moving slower.
after about an hour of travel down the northern path in this twisting, strange forest, the smell of freshly baked fruit pies, muffins, cupcakes, and sweet cakes fill the air. Another small clearing sits about 60 feet ahead of you, where an extremely long wooden table sits in the center of the clearing and is set with an immaculate white tablecloth. The table is piled high with hundreds of baked goods and colorful teacups. 3 chairs flank the table, 2 at the opposite ends and 1 in the middle. The chairs seem to be made from gnarled vines. Sat in the chairs, motionless, are what appear to be 3 nude humans on full display. But their heads are what draws the most attention. Stitched onto their shoulders isn't a human head like you'd expect, but a giant rabbit's head the size of a human head. The rabbit-headed individual sat at the head of the table turns and gestures towards 6 chairs that grow from the earth and form from gnarled vines. This rabbit's hands have been amputated and replaced with a fork and knife. The grandmother said you would provide us with conversation. And they smile, revealing strange rabbit-like teeth that are extremely prominent, along with very human-like teeth, like a mixed match. The other 2 rabbit-like creatures also seem to slowly come to life, with one beginning to pour tea and the other spreading clotted cream and raspberry jam onto some scones. The one pouring tea has had their lower legs replaced with spider legs, and the one spreading condiments on the scones has eyes and wings like a dragonfly.
That's a lot of food. And Fry
That's the
just
answer.
starts to run towards it.
Okay.
And they
Madeline
take like
will
the
also-
nearest seat. They're just like, holy shit.
How you describe these things are like what are they called? The dark creatures in Castlevania,
Mhm.
the series.
Mhm.
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
Eliott will
Madeline
sit
will
next
sit
to.
tranquilly.
Yeah, Elliott's gonna sit next to. Is there a spot next to the rabbit that like gestured, talked
Yeah.
about conversation?
Yeah.
He'll sit next to that one.
Hello!
Hello.
Pats you on the head. Thank you for sitting.
You're welcome.
Do you like meat?
Sure.
And just hands you a platter filled with just raw meat that's kind of got like some flies crawling on it. You bite down into a fly. Just...
Unfazed.
Yeah.
He'll just keep on. He'll as long as it's there. He'll look at the other and just continue to put. I imagine it's spoiled, nasty ass meat, but he is just unfazed.
Okay. Anybody else sit down?
Fry is sat down and is eating all of the everything. They're
Okay.
just like, they haven't seen like food like this before.
Okay.
The professor is kind of fascinated with the other people at the table. Mostly because he's seen stuff like this before, but not in the same manner. I imagine there's something else going on with this type of situation that is different than what he usually sees in Lamortia.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So he's a little curious as to how different this is from that. So he's not sitting down at the table, but he's walking around and like kind of observing these creatures.
Okay. The rabbit at the head of the table that sat beside Eliott says, "My name is Fig." The one with the spider legs says, "Sprig." Sprig. And then vomits up this just like globule of flies that just.
The first time he said his name, I thought you were totally doing a Patrick Warburton.
No. And the one with dragonfly parts is like. Treg.
Fig. Sprig.
Eat, please. Conversation.
All right. Conversation. What do you? All right.
Everyone
and
has to eat
Eliott's-
first.
Oh, what's on the table again? Like a scone?
Muffins, pies, cupcakes, sweet cakes, scones, tea.
When Fry gets to that clotted cream, they're just like,
He's gonna sip the tea. So, who made all of you? And
We made
do any of you
ourselves.
do any of you have souls?
Yes, we made ourselves. Everyone that's eating make a charisma saving throw, except for Thalia and Eliott.
21.
Charisma
21?
saving throw.
I have a +6 and I got 12.
You're under
Oh,
the...
no.
Okay,
Caramba.
so Madeliene, you're under the effects of a Zone of Truth spell.
I got a 13.
You're under the effects of a Zone of Truth spell.
Ooh, so it's higher DC this time.
Wow. So is Raphael. Fry, what'd you get? 21?
what do you
Okay,
want?
and then Thalia and Eliott are actually immune to this. Alright. Trig, or what's the name of the head rabbit? Fig. He looks at Eliott first. Where do you come from?
Haslands.
That's fun.
Well, really more.
Have
or
you
less.
killed anyone before? Did you take
few.
pleasure in choking out their life?
Well, I didn't choke them out. It was mishaps in, medical procedures and experiments. But
Are you lying?
S-
Just that's me asking if you're lying. Okay. Looks to Professor. Where are you from?
I am from Lamortia.
What do you do there?
I am a professor of mechanical engineering.
Okay. Looks to Fry. Where are you from?
Risha.
Oh, you're still eating? Charisma save.
Oh no, they're just
Yeah,
continuing to
charisma
eat.
save. Then another one.
Oh, okay.
Heck of
15.
You are under the effects of a zone of truth spell. Have you
It's just keep
have
eating.
you killed anyone?
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Sure.
we have something in common.
Turns to look at Madeliene. You can see the stitching kind of pops out a little bit, and they go, "Oh, it's apologies," and they refix the stitching to where their head is sewn on. Where do you come from?
In town.
Where?
Do you want my address?
No, domain.
Oh, in town, here.
There is no town here.
Are you saying that we are in a different...
Yeah. Did we get moved
Yes.
to a different plane?
Different domain, yes. Partially.
That's good to know, sort of. Well, I'm from... And I say the name of the
Okay,
domain,
yeah.
whose name I keep failing.
Have you killed anyone and taken pleasure in it?
You know, there's something very satisfying about sneaking up on someone and catching them unawares. So, yes.
Looks to Thalia. Where are you from? Like the carnival, obviously. Have you killed anyone? I don't know. Okay. Looks back at Eliott. Who made you? See, you're not under the spell, so you can lie if you want to.
He has no inclination to lie, though.
Alright.
Yeah. He is a dwarven individual. His name is Brand the Second.
Tell me a secret
About me, or just in
about
general?
you.
About me. Can I whisper it, or do you need to hear it
Out loud. We're all
I'm
friends
not
here.
actually a medical professional, but I do practice medicine.
Okay. That's your juicy secret?
I knew I should have asked for your papers.
I mean, if you do it well enough, does it really matter?
I don't. Juicy secrets, I'm not something that possesses such things.
Okay. Turns to look at the professor. Do you have any juicy secrets that no one knows?
Well, you seem to have already... Well, you did not ask me if I had ever killed anyone. Did you just assume that I hadn't?
No, we assumed you did.
Well, you'd be wrong. It is mostly my armored butler that has done the killing.
Yes, do you have a juicy secret to tell me?
I haven't killed a soul my entire life. All of you might be a little taken aback by that. Hmm?
If I'm honest, yes, I'm actually quite surprised. I expected you to be a little more bloodthirsty, I suppose.
I am mostly defensive. I like to study. No reason to kill others, or no reason to stop this thing that I made from killing.
Turns to look at Fry. Do you have any juicy secrets to tell?
What's your definition of juicy?
Something that is better buried.
Well, I did accidentally, and they're just still continuing to eat. I did accidentally kill a baby, and then I put it in my bag of devouring.
Immediately just turns to look at somebody else.
Wow.
And they're just continuing to eat.
Looks at Madeliene. Do you have any secrets that should remain buried?
Well, do you want a secret that no one knows, or do you want a secret that should remain buried? Because those are very different things.
One that nobody knows but is very juicy and would be better buried.
there was a gentleman caller once that my sister was particularly fond of, but none of us liked him, and we made him disappear. She doesn't know that he's not in a different domain.
Okay. Turns to look at Thalia. Do you have any secrets to tell? Yeah, like one time I burned down a circus tent with a lot of people in it, and it was really fun. Yeah. Okay.
Do we know if she was blowing smoke up people's
You don't know.
asses?
It was a really good
Oh, we
deception
don't?
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I wasn't sure if there was like a
Nope.
if it was lower than our past.
It's also because of roses in here, so I made that up.
Okay.
Well, they look at Raphael. Where do you come from? The Menlu. Do you have any secrets that should remain buried? I killed my father and performed the autopsy on his corpse. Not the autopsy, the preparation for his funeral. Why did I say that?
Oh. Like a mortician.
Well, that's my profession, yeah.
There it is.
But I stabbed him in the throat because he was sleeping with my fiancée.
To be fair, it seems like a reasonable
That's-
reason to
Yes, quite so.
So
Take
what'd you do
Madeline.
with your fiance?
None of your business.
Fair enough. Another bite of a cake.
The rabbits then go, "Thank you for sharing your stories. You are free to leave."
if I may, Twig, Fig, the other one,
Sprig.
Sprig.
It's not Twig, it's Trig.
Trig. Sorry. I see that your stitching was coming a little loose. I am a medical practitioner. I can help with that.
We're not real.
Oh. What do you mean?
We're not real.
He's gonna like reach out to touch them?
Cold and wet.
Oh. Oh, right.
And then one by one, the three of them turn into actual rabbits and hop away.
Does the food stay?
No, the glamour on the food goes away. And it is all just rotting food, moldy food filled with worms and rot and decay.
Ooh.
Madeliene goes to throw up.
And none of it was baked goods. It all looks just like a cluster of humanoid parts.
I want to say I'm glad I drank the tea, but I don't know if I am.
You look in the tea.
Human
and
pee.
It's
it's
piss.
I don't.
no, it's just saliva.
Oh my god.
That's what.
I think I'd rather
That's horrifying.
And then it was just like dangling in the tongue.
Yeah, it just dangles like a strand. Just.
We literally chose our dog breed so that she would not drool. No.
Raphael gets up. This was worse than the sheep.
I think it's only going to get worse.
You completed your
Not that
second
bad.
trial. Congratulations, everyone. You hear a voice from the trees speaking again.
Wonderful.
And you blink
Raphael, do you
and
need a minute?
you're back in the clearing.
News, everyone.
Back in the clearing with the flesh tree. The path
We
to
have
the
one more
north
way
is-
to go.
You have west and south.
Madeliene, he's gonna reach into his physician's bag and he's gonna pull out like a small, essentially like a little small glass bottle, and he's gonna toss it to Madeliene. This is pure alcohol. It'll just burn away some of the aftertaste. vomit and human saliva.
Appreciate it. Sip a little bit, swill it, and then take the rest.
It's like super distilled, just like
Oh.
as rough alcohol, just enough to like where it can clean wounds and shit. To me, it's like almost the equivalent of
stand
rubbing
by
alcohol,
that.
but not. Yeah. He reaches for the bottle.
Yeah.
Is it empty? Okay. So,
I'm
cork it.
assuming it's like a little
Yeah,
tiny bottle, not like.
A
No.
toothpaste.
Listen.
It's like one of those like to go, mouthwash bottles.
like a
Yeah.
Listerine.
Yeah,
Like an
yeah.
airplane, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Airplane bottle.
He'll kind of look at it and
Raphael
Put it
is
back
just
in his
like
bag.
spitting up stuff. Just.
Can I press digitation of mouth?
Yeah, yeah. He just goes like, yeah.
Magical mouthwash. What?
Just hold his mouth. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll try.
Fry sees Madeliene doing that, and Fry's just like, please just.
Magical mouthwash for everybody. It just tastes minty fresh.
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
Put air freshener inside your mechanical helmet. Sandalwood?
So
Is that sandalwood?
this is not worth the invitations. Are we going south or west?
We need to go and finish these. It is worth it, Raphael, I promise.
I'm still hungry, guys.
Why are you hungry after that? I have no appetite.
You know, since we've been with each other, Madeliene, Thalia, we have not really had very much time to eat, have we?
Certainly not to sit down. We were supposed to when we got here, but all this nonsense.
Yes.
Well, hopefully once we make it to the masquerade and fix whatever is going on, we can sit down and have a nice meal. In quiet, with drinks, perhaps music. Let's just head east, shall we?
Yes, get to work on that.
It's west and south.
Oh, okay. Then west.
Okay. As you go west, you hear like a gust of wind, and a piece of parchment just kind of flutters out of the air like this and lands in front of you all on the path.
Pick it up.
Okay.
What is it? Does it say anything?
Yeah, it's a poem.
Oh, wonderful. I'll read it to the group.
All right. It says, "See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime. See a dog that knows how to feel, never heeds plea nor command. Mother gave it a tasty meal, Jug chose instead to eat her hand. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime. See a son doing his chore, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshime."
You know, Madeliene, you didn't have to whisper that name
You
just
didn't have to make
to
it
add
creepy.
extra creepiness to it.
Weird enough.
Ambiance. I'm an entertainer, what can I say?
Well, you
Does
did a
the
good
path
job.
Does the path continue?
Uh,
Or are
yeah,
we like
it
stopped in
continues to what looks like a tavern, like a tavern that you'd see in the middle of the woods. There's like a candlelight on in the windows, and it's quiet. It's almost like a run-down tavern, but it looks like it's open and ready for business. Beside the tavern is a water mill.
So there's a river presumably, since watermill.
No
or-
river, but the watermill is working and running.
Can I like peek down into the? Because is it a like?
No, it's just.
I guess
mov-
I'm
it's
asking,
Just, it's just moving on the ground.
So it's like up on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, it's still.
Cool.
it's
Cool.
weirdly working.
Okay. Shall we get this over with?
Yes.
Hmm.
I will step to the door of the tavern and hold it open for folk.
Okay.
I'm open for food. Frost steps through the door.
How can you be open for food? You all step
Try
in.
not to think about it too much, Raphael.
All right. Which one of you is the one with the trial that we need to complete?
It's all of us.
He's looking for a bartender or something.
Okay.
in his-
As you
love
walk
that.
in, it is completely empty. Nobody inside.
Come on, come out now. We're waiting.
Is it just the one floor?
Yep.
Any back rooms or like storage?
It looks
that
like
we
there's
can't
a.
see?
It looks like there's a trap door on the floor.
Cool. I will go and pop open the trapdoor if I can. Can
Okay.
I try to lift it, I guess?
And it's a rickety wooden staircase that descends downward about 10 feet.
Do I see light and or movement?
You see orange gold light.
There's light down here. I'll call to the group.
Oh, you found something, Madeleine.
Indeed. Stairs. Next floor down, I suppose.
Elliott's gonna step back outside and see if there's like a
Like outside the tavern.
yeah.
Shine.
Is
You
there like
s-
a name?
You step outside the tavern, and as you step outside into the forest, you blink and you walk into the tavern. And as you do, Garrett called it, you hear a voice in your ear that says, Shamshime.
I think we have to find this Shimshime thing.
Shine.
Is it like
Don't say
disembodied?
it 3 times, guys.
Yeah, it's disembodied. Like it's
Okay.
not coming from. It's kind of like it sounds like it's coming from all around.
In that song, it only says it in 2-time increments. Can't say it 3 times.
Elliott's gonna look down. Does he have a shadow?
Nope.
Do the others have shadows?
Nope.
He keeps that to himself. But he will go toward the others
Okay.
as they're going down.
You descend into the downstairs.
I'll head down.
As you get down, you can see this. You're in a cellar. It has no windows, but orange gold light emanates from bottles of fireflies set into alcoves in the wall and hanging from like ceiling rafters. They're just bottles filled with fireflies. The room you enter, which I believe is
Oh, isn't that nifty?
Swanky, I gotta
I'm-
say.
let me just make
I'm
sure.
holding off saying it's beautiful until I hear
Yeah.
what the rest of them
Just
is.
I am making sure you're in the right area. Okay. The circular room of the cellar. Is this the right? Nope. Sorry. Here we go. Right room. This small room is awash in the glow of thousands of fireflies. Oh, no. Yep. The luminescent insects flit around inside more than a dozen glass terrariums that fill shelves along the walls. A steady A steady plinking noise results from their bouncing off the glass. Shallow wooden boxes are packed on the lowest shelves. And there's a door on the northwestern wall, and you look back, and the stairs are gone, and there's no more trapdoor.
All right, come out. Is this the trial to find the person to give the trial?
I want everyone to give me perception checks. Boop. And then just shout them out at me.
14.
9.
11.
6.
Wow.
I'm good for nothing.
Don't say that. All right. Thalia got a 12. And Raphael got a natural 20. So
Nice.
everybody who got a 12 or higher can see words scratched into the floorboards in a very manic script. And the words read, "Finish the rhyme."
Huh.
This place isn't terrible. It's gonna be like looking around.
Okay. Eliott, give me an investigation check as you're looking around.
Oh my god, these rolls. That's a 6.
Okay. You're all just
I'd like to look in the box.
in the box.
boxes.
The boxes in the shelves.
Mm.
Okay. They contain vials of liquid nutrient for the insects.
Okay.
And actually, while you're all kind of like, I imagine everyone's not just like standing T-posing in this room. Everyone give me investigation checks. Except for Eliott, because Eliott failed.
That's a 14 for Madeliene.
Okay.
Professor got a 25.
Thank God. Fry.
5.
Oh, jeez. What's your intelligence?
9.
Nice. That's not too bad. 8 for Thalia.
I'm very charismatic and strong. just
Everyone
not
fail. Everyone
smart.
fails but the professor. Professor. Beneath the
Look
lowest
what I
shelf,
found.
but beneath the lowest shelf on the east wall, you find a loose stone.
Fuck off, stone.
Okay. A pile
Flip
of
it over.
under the stone is a pile of bones in a nook that is 5 feet across and 5 feet deep. It appears like the bones reveal two humanoid skeletons. One of the skulls has a hole in the back of it. Yeah.
Come here, everyone. I
You
found
found-
something.
You found a rock.
Well, come here.
I'm over.
Bodies, skeletons.
One with a hole in the back of its skull.
Can Eliott pick that skull up and try to determine?
You pick it up.
Did anybody else hear that? Did anybody else hear that?
Yeah, everyone heard it.
Did we hear it? Okay. A breeze or something?
Okay, sure.
There's just a hole in the back of the skull. You can't tell what made it. Just a weird, perfectly circular hole.
It's perfectly circular, so it's definitely not natural.
Yeah.
If you can ascertain that, okay.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna put the
Did
skull
we
with
hear
the.
that part?
No.
Or just
He's gonna put the skull with the hole in it in his physician's bag.
Okay. And that seems like that's everything that's in this room aside from the door on the northwestern wall.
All
Wait,
right, so
Can Eliott collect one of the phalange bits of the phalange fingers, like the phalange?
Yeah, it comes
Bones.
off relatively easily because the bone's a little soggy. So it kind of just like.
right, so how do you suppose we make another verse in this room?
We try to. I'm not very good at rhyming or poetry.
Well,
this.
we don't have to. We don't have to be the ones to rhyme it. We just have to see something that is working optimally and then make it fuck up in some way, some twisted, demented way.
Hmm.
Now, seems as though this is quite a beautiful scenario with the fireflies and as their feed and whatnot. So, we have these tools. How do we make a fucked up verse to this home?
Are the skeletons missing any limbs or anything?
One's missing a finger, one's missing a skull, because Eliott took them.
Okay.
And the door creaks open.
Can I disattach any of the firefly lamps or like pick one up or something?
Yeah, sure. It functions as a lantern.
Yep.
But
Great.
they
I
need to
take
be
that
they need to
and
be
some of the.
but yeah, they need to be fed.
I'll take like a handful of them and
Okay.
pop them in my pocket.
Sure. So you have like a little glass jar filled with fireflies that functions as a lantern. It's kind of got a rope tied through the top of it.
Beautiful.
That makes me just want one just for the aesthetic of it.
Did
Exactly.
Madeliene grab the food as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a handful of it. Just in case. All right.
You know, I think you might be right. We might not have to do it specifically in this room.
But I think it's a good
Maybe that's a
instinct.
clue. Hiding bodies, hiding people.
So yes, there was hidden bodies. There
Hidden
was
couple.
fireflies.
hidden pair.
Indeed.
Bodies hidden under rocks.
Pull down pants, pull out.
Socks. Professor.
That might be
Well,
it.
what would happen with you said there was like a circular hole? Did it look like an arrow or a drill of some kind?
You can't tell, Eliott. You don't know.
Because we could include that in a rhyme, surely.
We look through the door now that it opened. See.
Oh yes, let's do that.
All right. All around, fireflies float lazily about like embers caught in the air. 3 writing desks sit against the north wall, with a sheepskin rug beneath each one. On one of the desks rests a book beside a stack of paper, along with a stoppered ink jar and a porcupine quill pen. Another desk has a leather case on it. A moldering tapestry hangs off-center on the west wall. To the southeast is a wood-paneled wall with a closed door set into it, which is the door you actually, I think, just came through. That's the door you just came through. A weak yellow glow emanates from under the door, which is the door you just opened, and then there's a door on the south wall.
So okay, fireflies. How many desks were there? Just the 2?
3 writing desks on the north wall.
Oh, okay.
Sheepskin rug under each of them. One desk has a sack of paper along with a stoppered ink jar and a porcupine quill. Another desk has a leather case on it. A molding tapestry hangs off-center on the west wall. And then there's a door on the south wall.
Ooh.
What's on the tapestry?
Nothing on the tapestry. It's kind of molding away. There's really not much to it.
Oh, so it's more like a big colored piece of fabric.
Yeah,
not
that's
like
just that's basically like
accordance and shit. Okay.
molding away.
Elliott's gonna trot over to the leather case.
Okay.
He's gonna compare his to this one.
This is a set of calligrapher's supplies.
Anybody here good with writing? Does anybody need to learn to write?
Is that something Thalia is proficient in? I forget.
No.
No.
I'd like to go to the tapestry and pull it
Okay.
aside to see if there's anything behind it.
Behind the tapestry is the poem that you all had in the forest. The complete poem, except for the final verse. So you guys don't actually have the final verse either.
Sorry, so like
It's the same
This-
poem. It's
they
the same,
are this-
It's the same poem you have.
Okay.
Scratched into the stone wall, but you can tell there's
Okay.
a verse missing.
I guess soon because length or whatever. Okay. And it looks like intentionally carved, not scribbled like in the room before?
Yeah, intentionally scratched into the wall.
Okay. And the table with the ink and the paper and the quill. Blank paper?
Yep.
The professor's just going to investigate the writing desks to see if there's anything in the drawers and
Okay.
checking all of the
Okay.
little bits.
The book that's on the one desk that Madeleine's looking at has a bookmark poking out. It's an ancient book, but all of it, the title is worn away with time, and the pages inside all fall out when it's opened, and the pages have all, like, the writing on the pages have worn away with time. The other desks don't have.
Bending.
The other desks don't really have much of interest.
Eliott's gonna open the main stomach of the haversack. And he's gonna put the leather case with the calligrapher's supplies in it.
Okay.
Close it back.
All
I'll
right.
roll up the paper and
So I guess
there
we
we go.
keep moving, yes?
There's 2 doors, right? Or just one?
One on the south wall.
So
the
there's
one
one
that we came
through.
disappeared.
No, the one that you came through is
Oh.
still there.
Okay.
Okay.
So Eliott's gonna make his way to the southern wall,
Okay.
to the southern door.
Sure.
Is it open?
It's closed.
Can we try to open it?
I don't know. Can you?
He's going to attempt to open the door.
Okay, you open the door. The musty smell of old books hangs in the air here. Concentric rings of bookcases dominate the space, with a heavy granite table occupying the room's center. The table would be a circle, but for 6 semicircular gaps cut into it around the edge, creating spaces for 6 chairs. Small stacks of books rest on the table, along with a candle holder that contains firefly-filled jars. This looks like it's like a type of study. The table looks like it weighs about 300 pounds. There's 4 rolled up indigo rugs underneath it. The bookcases are all 10 feet tall. 2 of them have attached rolling ladders. An unattached ladder leans against a shelf in the southwest part of the room. And looking up, you can see an enormous stone book sculpture dangling overhead. And there is a door on the southern end of this chamber, a staircase that goes down on the left side of this chamber, and a staircase that goes up on the right side of this chamber. Doesn't look like there's anything of interest in here, so just a big study, open study room.
What's the stone statue of? Just a
A-
man? Or-
A dangling, enormous stone book.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ooh.
Go through the door or down the passage.
So you have stairs that go down on the left, stairs that go up on the right, and then the door to the opposite end of this chamber.
Let's check this area first.
Oh, yes.
This level.
Yes, I would like to point out that there are 6 of us, and there are 6 spots on that table.
Should we have a seat?
In case. I don't know. Would that trigger something, perhaps? Maybe you're right. Look around the room first, but I just want to make sure we made note of that coincidence. I'd like to investigate the table and chairs,
Okay, make,
but
an
not.
make an investigation
sit.
check.
Elliott's gonna be looking, perusing the book. You said there's like bookshelves with
Yeah.
the rolling ladders.
They're
Can he like?
all empty.
Oh, I missed that.
Well, as you get
If you
close,
said
like
it.
close enough to look at them, as you get close enough to look, there are books in them, but as you get close enough, the books just kind of
It's like a mirage almost.
disappear. Yeah.
Got it.
That was a natural 20 for a 24 total.
There is nothing interesting about this chamber.
Uh,
Stay on
Right
this
then.
level, then. We'll Check the door and then we'll decide if we want to go up or down.
All right, let's check the door.
Wait. Well, while we're doing that, while we're walking, this is below that tavern? I'm confused.
It probably isn't, right? It's probably a whole other thing, just like all these other things are whole other things.
Shim
I
Sham.
read a book about this once.
You'll hear
Sham, are
you'll
you
hear the
here?
sound of like bare feet slapping on pavement, like from behind.
I think this place has rats.
That didn't sound like rats, Professor.
And you hear
Very.
you hear
That sounded like children. Or a child.
Is that what they sound like?
I don't know why they are bothering with me.
Because you're the one who looks like you're getting the most freaked out.
I, the player,
Yeah.
am.
That's why.
Eliott, do you like have like a beef with like small children? Does this thing know you have beef or something?
The door at the end
No.
starts to open, and you all briefly catch the glimpse of a woman in a white gown standing in the doorway, black hair cascaded down across the face, before she just steps to the side and disappears.
Excuse me, Professor, let's go. Come on. And he's gonna, like,
Raphael's like, no, fuck that.
what?
Fuck
It's,
that.
Listen,
you
they're
stay here and
supposed
you
to
watch
give
this
us-
room.
He sits at the
they're
table.
supposed to
Yeah,
give
fuck
us a
that shit.
task.
I'm staying here.
Does anything happen when he
No.
sits down?
You there, task lady. Give us
Madam.
our task.
Madam.
Do you go to like where the door opened?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should be, Eliott, we should be careful though. Looked creepier than most.
She hasn't probably washed. She looked.
Oh well, leave it up to us strapping men to go wash her then. I guess. Is that what you're... I don't get it.
No, I'm just saying that she looked a little weird because she probably hasn't bathed. You know, I'm not saying that we need to bathe her. That's
Milton.
Right, where's my mind at? Let's go.
All right.
back at the crooked cottages, apparently.
So you approach the door that just opened with the creepy
Yeah, he's gonna push through.
ring lady. Okay. Leather bits, wood shavings, and paper scraps litter the floor near a large workbench. Tools and contraptions are organized neatly around a handful of books in different states of disrepair. Stools surround the bench, one of which has a leather apron draped over it.
Oh, tools.
And
he'll
there's
make
a-
his way to the
All
tools.
right, and there's a ledger that rests on one of the stools.
Actually, you probably go to the ledger
Okay.
first.
It's open to a list of 4 book titles, each one with a repairs needed entry beside it.
Huh.
The books are titled Festivals and Festivities of Ancient... No name. Just ancient, like the name's been scrubbed away. And it says replace cover. Living a Dream. 3 Years Among Stone Giants. Replace cover. Shemshime's Bedtime Rhyme. Repair spine. Halfling Superstitions. Rebind.
Hello, everyone.
No! Nah, I'm staying here. Fuck that.
Well, not you, Raphael. You stay back and you guard that room.
Shit.
Professor Milton, Fry,
Yes.
Thalia, we need to find this, and he's gonna point at the shimshimes.
You do see books on the workbench.
Everyone take a book.
Let's have a look.
Okay. There are 3 books. Festivals and Festivities, Living a Dream, and Halfling Superstitions. Shemshime's Bedtime Rhyme is missing.
Do the books, are they repaired, or they look like they were in the middle of being repaired?
In the process of being repaired.
Repaired.
Ooh,
This looks like a
I
fun-
know what to do. He's gonna cast mending on the books
Okay.
and finish repairing them.
Okay.
Do
Pow.
you want these, Professor?
No, I just assumed it was part of this willy-nilly trial these hags are putting on.
So we have to finish the rhyme. We have to find the book with the rhyme.
Can everyone in this
Maybe
room?
you have to.
I need everyone in this room to also give me a perception check.
Maybe we need to repair the books along the way.
Actually, no perception check is needed for this. You all hear like what sounds like water hitting stone, like, and you can see a small puddle is forming on the floor of this room, and just water.
Is there anything? Is it coming from a source?
It looks like it's coming from the ceiling.
Huh.
You look up, and you see that woman draped in white with the black hair hanging down across her face, suspended from the ceiling and crawling like a crab on the ceiling. The bones cracking and creaking and groaning. Gets to the
back out.
Gets to the
Oh
wall
my.
and starts to climb down the wall. Same hand motions, like.
I think we should maybe let's move. Let's go. He's gonna grab the 3 books and put them in the one of the big stomach.
Okay.
And he's gonna try to like push the others out.
All right, all right.
I'm already gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raphael's like, oh, how was it in there?
She asked about you.
Nope.
Thinks you're cute.
Nope. No, we're good.
No, but really, so we're looking for a book
Great.
without a cover.
Great.
Without a spine, isn't it?
Oh, a
Was it
spine.
face-
Correct. Yes. Well, I assume you know spine. Maybe the cover is missing too.
Great.
All right.
I
You
don't
just want to
want
hang out here and call out for help if you need it.
No.
While we go, okay?
Upstairs or downstairs?
Fry, why don't you make the choice? You're the new one.
You're letting me choose. Yeah, I'm still going on the fact that I'm dead. There's let's go downstairs. Let's go downstairs.
Okay. You sure?
That's what they said.
Brad's like, might
Okay.
as well go to the worst place here.
As you start to go down the stairs, yep. You come to a very narrow 5-foot wide corridor, and it's pretty cold. A low barrel vaulted ceiling crowds the already narrow passage. Light from a firefly lamp that hangs on a hook in the wall is inadequate to illuminate the entire space. It is very dark. Lamps hang from hooks every 10 feet on alternating sides of the passageway, but only one lamp around halfway in gives off light. The others have dead fireflies piled at the bottom of them, and this corridor leads to a door.
Eliott, remove the lamp that is still. Isn't there? So the only one that's lit is about halfway through.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right. Madeliene, you're the one with the ability to navigate us. So,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
would you like one of us to lead the way?
Wait,
Really?
you
That's
can't
fine.
see?
No.
It looks.
Oh, do you not? I can see in the dark. Here, you can take it if you'd like.
Right.
I'll give you some firefly food.
Thank you. Eliott is actively ignoring the voices that are calling
Okay.
around.
You feel like, Eliott, you feel like what feels like a cold hand caress the base of your skull.
Okay, so as he was handed the food, he would have been slipping it into his physician's bag, one of the side pockets, like the
Yeah.
ones that he'd be slipping it in. As he feels that, he's just gonna shift immediately and try to open palm,
Nothing there.
whatever. Whew.
Are you all right?
And then you hear the sounds of like those wet, barefoot slaps on stone, running the opposite direction to where the stairs that you came down from are. Just
Ah, brats.
I'm not supposed to be unnerved. think it's one thing that keeps me steady, but this is not fun.
This sucks.
Raphael, you
Does.
can't see either, can you?
I actually prefer not seeing right now.
Oh, well. Okay. Would you like to lead the way? We'll keep in the back so me and Raphael don't see much.
Sure. I will step ahead. Madeline looks. She's not botherable usually, but she looks a little uncomfortable. As we pass beneath the dark stretches.
Okay.
Um,
You eventually come to a
but she-
door.
Yep. I will try to either push or pull,
Okay.
whichever seems appropriate.
As you push on it,
Cool.
a
I'm gonna poke my head in.
okay. A dirty skillet stands out among an otherwise immaculate kitchen, and the smell of bacon in the air hints at the skillet's former contents. A door in the southeast corner hangs open, a crack.
So, like, when you say kitchen, like,
Yeah, kitchen.
there's a cook stove, there's like cabinetry,
Yeah, there's an oven in one corner.
table,
Yeah,
whatever.
oven in a corner, a well-stocked pantry in another corner. Pots and pans hang from wall hooks above a metal sink. And the southwest corner, there's a door that is open, just a crack.
Fry's going. When Fry can see this, Fry's gonna start going through the pantry.
Okay, it's all moldy, rotten food.
They're just like, oh, nothing shelf stable at all.
There's a box of what looks like biscuits, like cookies.
They like kind of like grab it and they're looking at it.
Yeah, it's a box of cookies.
Oh.
Or sorry,
gonna, like, open
it's a cookie jar, like a ceramic
Oh,
cookie
okay.
jar
They're gonna open it.
filled with chocolate chip cookies.
Fry just like takes one up. Fry is still
Okay,
not convinced that this is real.
So you put your hand in to grab a cookie.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck yeah,
Oh, no.
cookies.
You just put your hand in, you feel this happen. As another hand is in the cookie jar and it grabs onto your hand.
Okay! What the fuck?
And it was cold, like ice cold.
You just see Fry yeet this cookie jar.
It smashes,
Just like,
and there's no cookies in it.
Madeline, like, twitches to dodge a flying cookie jar. What the are you doing?
there was cookies and then there wasn't, and then something grabbed me. Ew. I thought it was grabbing a chocolate chip cookie, but the chocolate chip cookie grabbed me back. I don't like this place.
I don't think any of us do.
Nope, I hate it. I'd rather be dealing with creepy wax things.
Yeah. I'll peek through I'll slowly cross the room and peek in the ajar door.
Okay. You see a corridor with 3 doors on your left. The middle one is open ajar. 3 doors on your right, and then at the end of the corridor is a single door.
So 7 total.
7 doors total. The one in the middle on the left is slightly open.
Okay. There better be something in these fucking rooms, or we can let's just try to make up rhymes as we're exploring, perhaps. I'm gonna step into the corridor and look down peek my head in.
Yeah, it's a corridor.
Okay. It's a corridor. Turn around, back to the kitchen. Let's fuck back off to that room and write some poetry.
Just covering bases, Justin. Has anything that we've seen so far seemed to have any noticeable effect on the souls that he's using to power the armor?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Wait. Madeline, you said there was rooms, there was doors. Down this.
Well,
Why don't we-
there's a corridor, but what if it just keeps going? And that's why they, like, died, right? They got they just kept going and going and going and never found an answer. But what if the answer is just exactly what they wrote, finishing the poem?
But it's a book, so there has to be, books have beginning, middles, and ends, right?
But the poem was on the wall, and we have the paper. What if it's not fixing the physical book, but finishing the story?
You hear a banging noise coming from the oven in the kitchen.
Oh, good.
And the door on the oven, it's one of those ovens you put the logs in. The door where the logs is just slowly begins to open. Just. And a hand comes out and it's covered in burns and blisters. Just. And another one comes out.
Elliott's gonna run and he's going to slide down like on his leg and kick the door up or closed to try to like
Okay.
close them. He's gonna keep his foot there to hold it still.
Okay. You hear rattling on top of the stove.
All right, now what?
And you know how those like wood stoves have like the big pipes on them?
Yeah.
Mm.
You see a couple little fingers poke at the top of the pipe and grip the sides and just go like.
What's with hands in these places?
And then more
I'm
fingers
gonna
pull
open
up,
the door behind me.
and a head comes out of the thing, and it's covered in blisters. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no.
There's no map for this,
no.
but
Oh, no.
it's a pretty small room, so.
We're in danger. I'm sitting here trying to like, what I'm trying to do is try to make this place fit that damn rhyme that we've got. I think I'm.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's fucking making any sense because it was the sun that was doing chores. Did the sun just have really long black hair? He's washing the clothes.
The theme that I'm catching on is that, well, at least for three of them, or no, I guess just two of them, there was like dismemberment, and I guess in the last one someone drowned. But
Alright.
this, supposedly, it's like you would do something bad to otherwise a good situation and blame it on the Shimshime. Right? Is that kind of what it seems like to you guys? Anyway.
Heal. Never heeds, please.
Rolled a 15 on my.
I have like 5 different
Initiative.
poems I'm throwing around here, so I'm just
Nice.
like.
I will say, it doesn't seem like you guys have to make up the poem. It just seems like find the book and it'll have the answer in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to get at. Is that
Yeah.
we're trying to find the
The
rest
end.
of whatever. Yeah.
Alright, so what did Professor get for initiative?
15.
Madeliene.
21.
Nice.
Or 20, sorry.
Eliott.
14.
Fry.
17.
Wow, pretty good rolls, everyone.
Alright, Madeliene, you're up first as you can see this blistery, burny thing pulling itself out of the stovepipe, which doesn't seem like it's possible for a humanoid figure, but it's doing it with ease. Just, it's a no hair, all the skin is covered in burns and blisters, and it's just like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hate it. I hate it. I will, you know, I'll summon my sword and go forward and just stab down. Oh, God. It's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
4.
Okay, as you stab into it, it doesn't pierce flesh. It kind of goes through it. But it appears like you damaged it, but it's
Okay.
not flesh. You just kind of glide through it, and there's nothing on the rapier. There's no sound of like something piercing flesh. It just.
Like a corporeal ghost
Yeah,
sort
sure,
of situation. Yeah. All right. Love it. I'm going to stand there and like kind of arms out so it's as far away from my face as possible.
Okay.
But try to get out of the way because I know Eliott's like right there.
Raphael's like, yeah, he runs at it and just makes 2 swings. Both he hits with. How does this work actually? Okay, yeah. 12 plus 5 with the longsword hits. 9, 10, 11. It looks like he hits. There's a little resistance and he doesn't deal the full amount. It should be reduced to 5. Then he goes with the short sword, which also hits. And reduced to 2. He's like, I think it's a ghost! Fry.
Alright. Okay. I've seen Caleb play a paladin. I know how to do things. Fry's gonna go up to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And with their long sword, they're gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
Unnatural 20.
That hits.
And then so that's gonna be 9 damage.
Reduced to 4.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, use. God, I have so many of these for bonus actions. Thunderous Smite. Yes.
Okay, you'd have to cast that first, then make the attack.
Oh,
You're thinking of
can I
something else.
cast that?
Yeah,
Can I
but
cast that first, then make the attack?
yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Okay. Roll 2d6 for thunder damage as this audible peal of thunder cracks that is heard within 300 feet. Just
Boo! It's only 1 damage.
okay. Wow. Mark off the spell slot, and you do have to concentrate
Yep.
on that. Oh no, it would go away as soon as you hit. All right. Let me just see something here. It takes half of that.
That's rough.
It takes half of the 1, so it actually takes none.
Spell slot gone
and
for that. Oof.
it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah,
And what happens if it fails?
that's a very good question. Are we pushed 10 feet away from me and knocked prone?
Okay. It's immune to being knocked prone.
That's fair.
It gets pushed 10 feet into the wall and just hanging in the wall. Just phased into the wall.
To where we can't see it.
Basically.
Okay.
So if I were to move back, would that be an opportunity attack?
You don't know. You can't see it.
I'm just gonna. I'll back up like 5 or 10 feet.
Okay. Professor.
Just get out of the way.
Well, I can't see anything to hit,
Correct.
correct?
It got knocked back into the wall.
I guess he'll get into position and hold the booming fist.
Okay.
As reaction.
All right. Eliott.
So Elliott's on the ground in front of the stove. He is going to he's going to get up. He's going to roll backwards, essentially, and he is going to adjust his glasses as he steps back enough, and he gets down, and like almost like a defensive position. He's going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
But he's going to be next to the professor, so he's going to be like
Okay.
try to get shoulder to shoulder if that's possible.
Sure.
So
Coming out of the ceiling, using its movement, comes out of the ceiling, about 10 feet up in the air, and its jaw unhinges unnaturally, and its eyes kind of begin to bulge, and the burns cover its body, and its body begins to get covered in flames. The blisters.
That is ghastly.
I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Doke.
If
Goodbye.
that thing sets on fire, Fry screams.
Oh, thank goodness.
Gosh, what are these fucking...
Raphael rolled a 3. Thalia rolled a 2.
Oh dear.
Eliott.
The 7.
7. That fails. You're frightened unless you're immune to that.
No.
Okay. You age 40 years.
Okay.
And are...
Can I age 40 years?
Yeah.
Oh man, Professor might die
So you age...
from old age.
You
Oh,
age
God.
40. You age 40 years, which doesn't really affect you much, Eliott. And you are frightened.
Okay.
Madeliene, what'd you get?
That's a 10.
You aren't aged 40 years, but you're frightened.
Okay.
Thalia ages 40 years and is frightened.
Oh god.
I'll mark that down. I'll put in brackets on age. Aged additional 40 years, because it doesn't say on the character sheet how old they are. Okay. Fry, what'd you get?
12.
12. You're just frightened. Professor Milton Bradley,
17.
you're just frightened.
Still failed? Oh, wow.
Or wait, sorry. What'd you get? 17? You're fine. Nothing happens to you.
Oh,
I got it
okay.
wrong. You're also immune to it.
Oh, cool.
Anyone that saves is immune to it for 24 hours.
Awesome.
Okay. Raphael goes... Raphael looks like he's now a 90-year-old man.
Oh. Is he older than the
no.
professor?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's just like... And then he just slumps forward. Thalia is going to look at this ghost. It was currently frightened, though. Can't get any closer. All attacks have disadvantage on it.
So did the ghost just appear?
Yes,
did it,
it's 10
is
feet
it-
up.
So is it 10 feet above the floor?
It's 10
or
feet
10
above
feet
everybody
above
else.
my head?
10 feet above everybody else on
Okay.
the ceiling.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just figured I should ask.
Thalia. Oh, these are all saves. Okay. It's gonna bane it. That is a fail. The ghost is now baned, which means it has D4 on attack, minus D4 on attacks and saving throws. Cool. And then Talia's just gonna to the door. Back to the top. Madeliene. You're frightened.
Yeah. Remind me, is frightened the one where you're disadvantaged or you have to run away?
Disadvantage on anything that's within its line of sight. And you can't move willingly closer to it.
How far am I away then?
It's like 10 feet above you.
10 feet up? Okay. Eldritch Blast.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah. So 13.
It still hits.
Great. That is 8
Alright.
force damage.
Looks like it takes the full amount. Just poof.
And I will spend my movement to back into a wall.
Okay. Raphael doesn't move. Fry.
This thing is an undead thingy, right?
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
10 feet up in the air.
So I like to use my channel divinity then.
Which one?
Control undead.
Give me a sec.
See, I am finally paying a character who has the same intelligence as I do, so.
Okay, you're going to do control undead.
Yes, so I'd like a wisdom saving throw from them.
Okay, I look at the thing. An undead with a CR equal to or greater than 4 is immune. The ghost just shrugs it off.
Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that.
It feels like it is immune to your control undead.
Fuck. Okay. I am just going to counter.
Okay. No bonus actions?
All of my bonus actions are like smiting and stuff.
Okay.
I mean...
Oh, one second. That reminds me. Madeliene, end of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw.
That's an 11.
Okay, you're still frightened. Who else is frightened? Thalia. End of Talia's turn, wisdom save. Thalia is no longer frightened and is immune now for 24 hours. Fry, you were frightened too, I believe. Yes or no?
Yep.
Wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Nope.
Okay, you're still frightened. Professor Milton Bradley.
I guess I'm gonna jump up and
Sure.
punch this thing in its stupid face.
Go for it.
All right. With the booming.
Yep.
This cantrip. All right. Right. Here we go. Wow. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That is 11 thunder damage.
Reduced to
and,
5. Appears resistant to thunder damage.
Right. And 6 necrotic damage.
Does not take the necrotic damage.
Okay, I figured.
You just poof, it just floats there.
Super. And then I will. What will I do? I think I'm just yeah. I'm just gonna squat.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to smack the gauntlets together, get that defensive shield for temporary hit points.
Okay. And you weren't frightened. Eliott, are you frightened? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn, Eliott. Oh yeah, you aged 40 years, which really doesn't change your appearance at all.
Though, as Eliott begins shaken to his core, the others would see that it's an odd visual. It almost looks like a secondary, like almost shadowy form of Eliott kind of like screams out, but it's silent. And Eliott visibly looks worried and afraid, but at the ghost, and you see he backs up against the wall and presses himself against the wall, and he's no longer looking at the ghost, but you see he's just looking deadpan at the ground at the moment. Where am I? Where did he take me? And you see he lowers himself to the ground, and you see he almost looks like he's being confined, like almost in a box, and he's looking about, and you see this shadowy, like almost secondary version of Eliott kind of like moving and shifting as if in a, like, almost the best way to kind of describe it is like a slow motion blur a bit to him, like the actions that Eliott that you know aren't corresponding with the actions that this shadow, and Elliott's going to cower
Okay.
for his turn in the corner.
Oh man.
Okay. That's your turn.
That's my turn.
And your turn, wisdom save.
12.
You're still frightened.
Okay.
It's going to bring us to the ghost, who's going to drift down, seeing one of the only people that really avoided being scared was Professor Milton Bradley,
I.
and is going to reach a hand through your armor and actually grab onto Old Man Heart and use its withering touch for a 24 to hit.
That hurts.
So you just feel this, you see this hand just come through the armor, grip onto your little old heart.
You have cold fingers.
I need another T6. Okay.
I need another
12.
D6.
You take 18 necrotic damage. Just and as it's squeezing, you can kind of feel your heart slow down a little because of the cold and the squeezing on it. Just
You know, you're making me kind of tired.
My hands are cold. My hands and my feet.
Thalia is. I think
I'm in hibernation soon.
Talia's. I can't remember if Talia succeeded on the save for frightened or not.
I think she did on the second one.
Yeah. She's...
Oh, all right. Actually, hold on. I forgot to take a D4 away from that attack for Bane.
I wouldn't know. Oh well, maybe.
What
What
is
was
it?
it?
What
A
is it?
23?
23
It was a 23 to hit.
-1.
If you got a
22.
Oh yeah. Even if it was -4, it would have been 19.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's my AC.
Okay.
So
Talia is
Can
just
you
gonna.
add 4 AC to with your gauntlets, or was that?
no, that's just temporary hit points. So.
Talia's just gonna. All your spells are concentration. That's fun. Okay. All right. Dissonant whispers. All right. Just gonna whisper something like, "Oh my God, you're gross looking," and then it needs to make a wisdom save -4. It's a 16. -4 is a 12.
Oh, it takes a D8 because it moved from the last time I hit
Correct.
it, and I did the booming thing. Sorry, I didn't call that before. 1 damage.
So reduced to 0 because resistant to thunder.
Okay.
Okay, what was I doing? Okay, it fails the dissonant whispers check. So that'll be... Wow. 3 psychic damage. 3d6. 3.
Wow.
Wisdom save. Tally is no longer frightened, which is great.
So does that thing take off then? The ghost, since it failed?
Oh man. Doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground. Yeah, use its reaction to move. So it's gonna go float up towards the ceiling.
And I will use my reaction to punch it again. With,
Okay.
I'll be using the spell Booming Fist.
Okay.
So then if it continues to move, it'll take another D8 of damage.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll see if I can hit it first. 13.
Hits.
Woo! Alright. So that is a total of...
13
and
reduced
then-
to 6.
Roll the 8, because it's still moving.
Yep.
Because it has to move.
Necrotic damage doesn't
That's
do
a
anything.
total of 7. Right, I didn't put it in necrotic damage. So that's a total of 17. But thanks for the reminder, Justin. Total of 17 thunder damage.
Okay. Okay. 17 reduced to half. 8. Alright, it gets up to the ceiling. That's Talia's turn, no longer frightened. Madeliene.
So it's fucked off.
No, it's 10 feet on the ceiling.
Or 10 feet. Okay. Eldritch Blast.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. I gotta see if it actually uses its full movement. Hold on.
That's, yeah.
Because that would be... Ah! Yeah, it disappears through the ceiling.
Great. Madeline's gonna turn to Eliott and just, like, kneel down in front of him and start by, like, waving in front of his face and, like, put her hands on his shoulders and say, "Snap out of it." And I'll use that as my turn if we're still in initiative.
Alright, yeah, you still are. Alright, Fry.
Eliott's like,
Oh, wisdom save at the end of your turn, Madeliene. See if you can break out of your fear. Is Madeliene still frightened? Wisdom save at the end of your turn. Oh, there we go. Finally popped up. You're no longer frightened, so you're immune to that for 24 hours now. Alright. Fry.
I see Eliott freaking the fuck out. I see Ghosties and Mosties gone.
Doesn't seem like it's coming back. I'll say that.
Doesn't seem like it's coming
It's like,
back.
okay, I misjudged these people. It's not coming back. So
Oh my
no more,
God,
no more initiative.
Fry's just gonna go up to Eliott, just gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" Just kind of like kneels down and just kind of like pats them on the shoulder, just like, how you doing?"
As you pat them on the shoulder, something hits you on top of the head.
Does
What
that
the
happen when I touch him?
No, just
also?
just
Okay.
Fry. You can see a book fall through the ceiling and hit Fry on the head and kind of hit the floor.
What the fuck? What kind of
Is
bullshit is this? And like Fry like goes and like they pick up the book. What the fuck is this?
wait. Is that the one we're looking for? The fucking rhyming one.
Well, let me try to read it. They read like the first page and like flip through it.
It's the book.
Well, shit, what do we know? It's the goddamn book. I mean,
Professor,
it didn't have to hit me in the head, but like...
And the missing portion of the poem says, "See a daughter grinding grain, which the spirit's time was through. Trap set for the shadow's bane, her milestone killed it true."
Oh, well, there it is, the last bit. Do we need to write it ourselves?
And as the professor finishes saying that, you're back in the clearing with the flesh tree.
Is Eliott
Everyone's
still having a moment?
maybe. And Raphael's still lying face
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Eliott is so Madeliene like approached. Eliott flinched. It's odd because Eliott's physical form flinched, but you could see this shadowy, almost delayed effect is looking frantically like around, and it's like breaking. It's almost like if your soul kind of steps out of your body a bit and is acting. The body flinches, so the physical touch is still there, but you could see that Eliott's form just kind of shifts into like a fetal position, and he's staring straight at you physically, but you see this other shadowy essence kind of glancing around frantically, and you could see that there's calling for help, and Eliott's just repeating, "Help, he's got me, he got me,"
Justin,
even while they appear in the clearing.
Yeah.
Justin, based on the professor's studies and soul dynamics and things like that, can he put together anything that's happening right now with
Probably not.
with Eliott?
Nope.
No? Okay. Just not the right
Nope.
area.
Eliott, wisdom
Okay.
save.
Okay.
This also only lasts for a minute, so once the minute ends, you'd probably snap out of it, Eliott.
Yeah, 13.
You snap out of it.
Okay.
And also you see Raphael just face down in the dirt, just laying there. His skin is just like wrinkled to fuck.
What?
Are
What
you
was that?
alright? Your
What?
soul reached out of your body?
What are you talking about? I don't have a
Looks
soul.
like you had a really bad trip. That's what it looked like.
You're not
What?
wrong.
What are you?
What do you
What do
mean
you
you don't
mean?
have a soul?
I'm.
Professor, you studied these things, right? What?
Oh, yes. But I didn't see anything familiar about that phenomenon going on with your body, Eliott.
Who told you you don't
Where
have a
are we?
soul?
Well,
We're back
I
with
mean-
the tree.
I'm not. I was created. I mean, simple as that. It's created for a purpose. I don't have a
As were we all. Come on, get up. He's gonna hold out a hand.
Yeah. He looks at it. He goes to do it, and then he remembers, and he's like,
All right.
yes.
Madeline will stand up
Yeah.
and help you up instead.
Yeah, you stand up.
Where?
Those of you who aged, but aren't Raphael, the aging goes away. That's Thalia and
Is-
Eliott.
Is your and Fry is just like pointing towards Raphael.
Just face down in the grass. He wasn't wearing any armor. He was wearing like metal armor. He's still in his masquerade outfit. You can see his skin is just gone like, you've seen a 90-year-old
Papery.
human who doesn't really, you've seen a non-active 90-year-old,
Yeah.
very papery, almost translucent, just lying face down in the grass.
Eliott, he fell. I don't.
He'll kind of halfway ignoring
His
the
life,
rest
his
of the
life
dialogue
alert,
that's happening.
his life alert bracelet is flashing.
Oh no! Eliott will go over and roll him over,
That's not
and
a good
Eliott's
joke.
going.
I feel really bad
No,
about that one.
Eliott's going to go. He's gonna. Is he gonna check to see check his vitals?
There's no pulse. You can see his
He's gonna
eyes are like
pull the
just-
mask
his
off.
eyes are completely milk white from age and like also no life. He's just kind of like, because it was a ghost. I'm gonna rule the death from the aging part a little different in terms of the appearance. If you've ever seen the Ring movie when they find the girl in the closet,
Sad.
she's all like. So yeah, like that. Garrett did it pretty well. It's kind of like just like
Yeah. Okay.
it's a horrific looking like death
Yeah.
death face.
He's gonna pull the mask off and he's going to toss it to Fry. Put that on.
It's a peak. I think his is like it's like a peacock-esque looking one.
Sure, just put a dead dude's stuff on me. He hasn't even cooled down yet. Okay.
He's gonna grab the shirt, essentially,
Just
like
take it as
bunch it up,
clothes.
and he's gonna drag the body to the tree, and he's
Okay.
gonna prop it up against the tree. But he will take the
Okay.
rapier.
Yeah, it's just a standard rapier.
Okay. He'll take the whole essentially the belt situation where it has the sheath where it would slip in.
He's an
And
old
you
man.
said he wasn't. You said he wasn't wearing any armor.
No, just his masquerade outfit.
Okay.
He take his belt off
Anything-
because he's an old man. His pants kind of slip down a little.
Oh no! He's gonna prop him up against the tree though.
Okay.
and he's gonna knock on it. Take him.
A branch just wraps around his waist and pulls him into the open mouth orifice.
Ugh.
And you hear crunching and gnashing.
I didn't think that was all gonna happen. I didn't think it was that gonna. Okay. I feel kind of
What do
bad.
you mean you didn't think that would happen?
I didn't think it would chew.
Fairly
I didn't think it would chew.
You can just hear it's like slow chewing too. It's not like quick. It's just like
Yeah. Yeah. You can feel the tension build. And
yeah.
Then pops.
Oh no!
Oh! You chomp into a boba. Just
Wait, can I? No, I can't. Damn it.
That is kind of a shame. That person seemed to be quite proficient in combat.
I only knew him for probably about 10 minutes, but
More than 10
I'm-
minutes.
I'm really sorry about that, Eliott.
It's death. It happens. Anyway, what do we need? Where's
Just the path to the south.
Ellie's gonna start walking.
Okay.
The professor's gonna lean down to Madeliene and be like,
Do you remember, huh? How long Eliott said that they were with that man?
Not long, certainly. A few days, a week or two.
A few weeks.
Yes.
Shrugged him off pretty easy.
He said he doesn't have a soul. Perhaps he doesn't feel. But what happened was quite opposite. I worry. Best keep an eye on him.
Yes. Very strange phenomenon around that one.
Hmm.
Yes.
Do you know much about his kind?
does he?
Nope.
Haven't a clue.
That'll be an education for all of us, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
You can still hear the crunching as you walk away from the tree. And then like a belch.
Horrifying.
And like a shoe comes out of the orifice when the belch happens. Just. But as you go down the southern path, it brings you to a trail overgrown by weeds and the roots of spindly trees. I'm so sorry, Lex. A light drizzle begins to fall as you travel. As you approach a wooded crossroads, the leaden rain makes the cloaked form standing there seem all the more surreal, or unreal. And as you approach, the figure's head snaps up, glaring with piercing yellow eyes. What you took for a cloak spreads around it, revealing itself to be a pair of mighty black wings. With one powerful motion and a blast of chill air, the wings sweep and the vague figure is gone. And the trail continues forward as the fog begins to roll in. Not in the mists, but the fog.
There's still the two directions.
No, the one it's just a single
Forward.
direction forward
Just
now.
straight.
Yep.
Off we go.
No, that thing reached inside past my armor and touched me. I'm feeling a little fatigued from that. Do you think we could get some juice boxes and have a little sit-down nap?
There will be time
think
to
there's
rest
anywhere else.
ahead, you hear in the fog.
I will pull out the healing potion and give it to the professor.
Oh, save that
Keep it
for
on you
if
just in
I
case.
happen to go down.
Yes.
Yes.
How hurt does the professor look?
I'm at half health.
I mean, what does that mean?
Half of 32. I'm at 17.
I feel like you look like tired is kind of like you look drained. Like you haven't slept in a while. Is that how you're kind
Yeah,
of?
essentially.
Yeah. Elliott's gonna stop and he's gonna pull the glove off his right hand, and that blue energy, that purple kind of shifts to the blue, and he's going to step up to the professor just like right at the chest. He's not going to touch the professor, and he's going to focus, and he's going to do hand of healing so he can force a little bit of his ki into his ki into the professor. He'll spend a key point to do hand of healing.
What time of day is it?
You can't tell.
Okay. But when we were passed out,
Heal
was that like a
4.
long rest?
No. Oh, Eliott would have been the only one that got the benefits of a long rest from that. From the counting sheep thing.
But I mean, like, you said 4 hit points?
Yeah, you heal 4, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, that's nice.
Ugh.
Do you
Shut up.
continue forward?
Yeah, Eliott will.
Sure,
After
yeah.
doing that, he's
The rain's coming down even harder, and it's cold rain. You just hear ping, 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 ping. Of the professor's armor. Gradually, the haze and brush give way, revealing a bald hilltop. There stands a grim black tower, the last defiant turret of a long crumbled fortress. Attached to this tower is a 3-story manor house, weather-beaten and veined with ivy. A porch girds the house, its sagging roof sheltering a stout front door that stands open that emits a flickering light.
Step in or step up to the house, I guess.
Okay. The porch groans incredibly loud.
Are there any windows or doors open that I can look into, or is
the
it
front
all
doors?
shuttered?
The front door's open. All the windows are boarded shut.
Can I? What's inside?
Well, we'll get to that. However, as the porch groans incredibly loud, you hear the sound of a cane and footsteps approaching the door, and you can see a man kind of peeks his head around. He's an elderly-looking man, not elderly, but like in his 60s, kind of balding a little bit, swept back, graying hair. He's wearing like a brown overcoat, like a beige-colored vest, white undershirt, necktie. He's got a cane that he's holding, a very like ornate kind of wooden cane with like a silvered head of a dragon at the tip. And he's got a pair of glasses that come down to the nose. And he goes, "Ah, good. I was looking for people to help me investigate this house. I am Rudolph van Richten. And I'm glad you're here for the seance." And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
God, I love Van Richten.
Did that name sound familiar?
No, it did not to you.
Okay.
To me? With all the
Doesn't
traveling?
sound familiar to anybody.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to keep things.
you just want it to.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's not the. Okay. Van Richten's a different guy. It's not the one that.
Correct.
The dude that's from
Correct.
Lamortia.
Correct.
Right. Okay. That's
And
like.
it's a woman who
Yeah.
oversees Lamortia.
Oh, right. Now it's. Yeah, they did a. Yeah.
All right. We'll pick up there next week, everybody. Until then, good night. And there's a reason I said sorry, Lex. Good night, everybody.